Companies Act 2013. Preliminary. For departmental exam, in-service exams, PSC exams, UPSC exams, UGC NET exam, degree PG level exams and various other exams. Section 2 subsection 32. Depository. Depository means a depository as defined in clause E of subsection 1 of section 2 of the Depositories Act 1996. Section 2 subsection 33. Derivative. Derivative means a derivative as defined in clause AC of section 2 of the Securities Contracts Regulation Act 1956. Section 2 subsection 34. Director. Director means a director appointed to the board of a company. Section 2 subsection 35. Dividend. Dividend includes any interim dividend. Section 2 subsection 36. Document. Document includes summons, notice, requisition, order, declaration, form and register, whether issued, sent or kept in pursuance of this act or under any other law for time being in force or otherwise maintained on paper or in electronic form. Employees. Section 2 subsection 20 document. Section 2 subsection 36. Section 2 subsection 37. Employees stock option. Employees stock option means the option given to the directors, officers or employees or a company or of its holding company or subsidiary company or companies. Section 2 subsection 38. Expert. Expert includes an engineer, a valuer, a chartered accountant, a company secretary, an accountant and any other person who has the power or authority to issue a certificate pursuant of any law for the time being in force. Section 2 subsection 39. Section 2 subsection 39. Financial institution. Financial institution includes a scheduled bank and any other financial institution defined or notified under the Reserve Bank of India 1934. Section 2 subsection 40. Section 2 subsection 40. 40. Financial statement. Financial statements in relation to a company includes a balance sheet as the end of the financial year, a profit and loss account, or in the case of a company carrying on any activity not for profit, an income and expenditure account for the financial year, cash flow statement for the financial year, a statement of changes in equity if applicable, and any explanatory note annexed to or forming part of any document referred to in clause 1 to subclause 4. Section 2 subsection 41. Financial year. Financial year in relation to any company or body corporate means the period ending the 31st day of March every year and where it 31st March of every year. Section 2 subsection 42. Foreign company. Foreign company means any company or body corporate incorporated outside India. Section 2 subsection 43. Free reserves. Free reserves means such reserves which as per the latest audited balance sheet of a company are available for distribution as dividend. As dividend. Section 2 subsection 44. Global depository receipt. Global depository receipt means any instrument in the form of a depository receipt by whatever name called created by a foreign depository outside India and authorized by a company making an issue of such depository receipt. Section 2 subsection 45. Government company. Government company means any company in which not less than 51% of the paid up share capital is held by the central government or by any state government or governments or partly by the central government and partly by one or more state governments and includes a company which is a subsidiary company of such a government company. Section 2, subsection 46, holding company. Holding company in relation to one or more other companies means a company of which such companies are subsidiary companies. For the purpose of this clause, the expression company includes any body corporate. Section 2, subsection 47, independent director. Independent director means an independent director referred to in subsection 5 of section 149. Section 2, subsection 48, Indian depository receipt. Indian depository receipt means any instrument in the form of a depository receipt created by a domestic depository in India and authorized by a company incorporated outside India making an issue of such depository receipt. Section 2, subsection 49. Section 2, subsection 50. Issued capital. Issued capital means such capital as the company issues from time to time for subscription. Section 2, subsection 51. Key managerial personnel. Key managerial personnel in relation to a company means the chief executive officer or the managing director or the manager, the company secretary, the whole-time director, the chief financial officer, such other officer not more than one level below the directors who is in whole-time employment designated as key managerial personnel by the board, and such other officer as may be prescribed. Section 2, subsection 52, listed company. Listed company means a company which has any of its securities listed on any recognized stock exchange. Section 2, subsection 53, manager. Manager means an individual who subject to the superintendent's control and direction of the board of directors has the management of the whole or substantially the whole of the affairs of a company and includes a director or any other person occupying the position of a manager by whatever name called, whether under a contract or service or not. Section 2, subsection 54, managing director. Managing director means a director who by virtue of the article of a company or an agreement with the company or a resolution passed in its general meeting or by its board of directors is entrusted with the substantial powers of management of the affairs of the company and includes a director occupying the position of managing director by whatever name called. Section 2, subsection 55, member. Member in relation to a company means the subscriber to the memorandum of the company who shall be deemed to have agreement to agree to become member of the company and on its registration shall be entered and as member in its register of members. Every other person who agrees in writing to become a member of the company and whose name is entered in the register of members of the company. Every person holding shares of the company and whose name is entered as beneficiary owner in the records of a depository. Section 2, subsection 56, memorandum. Memorandum means the memorandum of association of a company as originally framed as altered from time to time in pursuance of any previous company law or of this act. Section 2, subsection 57, net worth. Net worth means the aggregate value of the paid up share capital and all reserves created out of the profit, securities, premium account and debit or credit balance of profit and loss account after deducting the aggregate value of the accumulated losses, deferred expenditure and miscellaneous expenditure not written off as per the audited balance sheet but does not include reserve created out of revaluation of assets, write back of depreciation and amalgamation. Section 2, subsection 58, notification. Notification means a notification published in the official gazette and the expression notify shall be constructed accordingly. Section 2, subsection 59, officer. Officer includes any director, manager, or key managerial personnel, or any person in accordance with whose directions or instructions the board of directors or any one or more of directors is or are accustomed to act. Section 2, subsection 60. Officer who is in default. Officer who is in default for the purpose of any provision in this act, which means that an officer of the company who is in default shall be liable to any penalty or punishment by way of imprisonment, fine, or otherwise, means any of the following officers of a company. Section 2, subsection 61. Official liquidator. Official liquidator means an official liquidator appointed under subsection 1 of section 359. Section 2, subsection 62. One person company. One person company means a company which has only one person as a member. Section 2, subsection 63. Ordinary or special resolution. Ordinary or special resolution means an ordinary resolution, or as the case may be, special resolution referred to in section 114. Section 2, subsection 64. Paid up share capital or share capital paid. Paid up share capital or share capital paid up means such aggregate Paid up share capital or share capital paid up means such aggregate amount of money credited as paid up as is equivalent to the amount received as paid up in respect of shares issued, and also includes any amount credited as paid up in respect of shares of the company, but does not include any other amount received in respect of such shares by whatever name called. Section 2, subsection 65. Postal ballot. Postal ballot means voting by post or through any electronic mode. Section 2, subsection 66. Prescribed. Prescribed means prescribed by rules made under this act. Section 2, subsection 67. Section 2, subsection 67. Previous company law. Previous company law means any of the laws specified below. Acts relating to companies in force before the Indian Companies Act 1866, the Indian Companies Act 1866, the Indian Companies Act 1882, the Indian Companies Act 1913, 1913, the Registration of Transferred Companies Ordinance 1942, the Companies Act 1956, and any law corresponding to any of the aforesaid acts or the ordinance and in force. Section 2, subsection 68. Private company. Private company means a company having a minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed and which by its articles restrict the right to transfer its shares, except in case of OPC limits the number of its members to 200, provided that where two or more persons hold one or more shares in a company jointly, they shall, for the purpose of this clause, be treated as a single member. Provided further that person who are in the employment of the company and person who having been formerly in the employment of the company were members of the company while in the employment and have continued to be members after the employment ceased shall not be included in the number of members, and prohibits any invitation to the public to subscribe for any securities of the company. Section 2, subsection 69. Promoter. Promoter means a person. Promoter means a person who has been named as such in a prospectus or is identified by the company in the annual return referred to in section 92, or who has control over the affairs of the company directly or indirectly, whether as a shareholder, director, or otherwise, or in accordance with whose advice, direction, or instruction the board of directors of the company is accustomed to act, provided that nothing in subclause C. Shall apply to person who is acting merely in a professional capacity. Section 2, subsection 70. Prospectus. Prospectus means any document subscribed or issued as a prospectus and includes hearing prospectus referred to in section 32 of shelf prospectus referred to in section 31 of any notice, circular, advertisement or other document inviting offers from the public or the subscription or purchase of any securities of a body corporate. Section 2, subsection 71. Public company. Public company means a company which is not a private company, has a minimum paid up share capital as may be prescribed, provided that a company which is a subsidiary of a company not being a private company shall be deemed to be public company for the purpose of this act, even where such subsidiary company continues to be a private company in its articles. Public financial institutions. Public financial institutions means LIC, Infrastructure Development Finance Company Limited, Unit Trust of India, and like that. Section 2, subsection 73. Recognized stock exchange. Recognized stock exchange means a recognized stock exchange as defined in clause F, section 2 of the Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956. Section 2, subsection 74. Register of companies. Register of companies means the register of companies maintained by the registrar on paper or in any electronic mode under this act. Section 2, subsection 75. Registrar. Registrar means a registrar, an additional registrar, a joint registrar, a deputy registrar, or an assistant registrar having the duty of registering companies and discharging various functions under this act. Section 2, subsection 76. Related party. Related party with reference to a company means a director or his relative, a key managerial personnel or his relative, a firm in which a director, manager or his relatives is a partner, a private company in which a director or manager or his relatives is a member director, a public company in which a director or manager is a director and holds along with relatives more than 2% of its paid up share capital, any body corporate whose board of directors, managing director or manager accustomed to act in accordance with the advice, directions or instructions of the director or manager, any person on whose advice, directions or instructions a director or manager accustomed to act. Section 2, subsection 77. Relative. Relative with reference to any person means anyone who is related to another. If they are members of Hindu undivided family, they are husband or wife, one person is related to another in such manner as may be prescribed. Then section 2, subsection 78. Remuneration. Remuneration means any money or its equivalent given or passed to any person for services rendered by him and includes perquisites as defined under the Income Tax Act 1961. Section 2, subsection 79. Schedule. Schedule means a schedule annexed to this act. Section 2, subsection 80. Scheduled bank. Scheduled bank means the scheduled bank as defined in clause E of section 2 of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. Section 2, subsection 81. Securities. Securities means the securities as defined in clause H of section 2 of the Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956. Section 2, subsection 82. Securities and Exchange Board. Securities and Exchange Board means the Securities and Exchange Board of India established under section 3 of the Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1992. Section 2, subsection 83. Serious Fraud Investigation Office. Serious Fraud Investigation Office means the office referred to in section 211. Section 2, subsection 84. Share. Share means a share in the share capital of a company and includes stocks. Share means a share in the share capital of a company and includes stock. Section 2, subsection 85, small company. Small company means a company other than a public company. Paid up share capital of which does not exceed rupees 50 lakh or such higher amount as may be prescribed, which shall not be more than rupees 10 crore. The prescribed amount for this purpose is rupees 4 crore, and turnover of which as per profit and loss account for the immediately preceding financial year does not exceed rupees 2 crore or such higher amount as may be prescribed, which shall not more than 100 crore. Section 2, subsection 86, subscribed capital. Subscribed capital means such part of the capital which is for the time being subscribed the members of a company. Section 2, subsection 87, subsidiary company or subsidiary. Subsidiary company or subsidiary in relation to any other company, that is to say holding company, means a company in which the holding company controls the composition of the board of directors or exercise or controls more than one half of the total voting power either at its own together with one or more of its subsidiary companies. Section 2, subsection 88, sweat equity shares. Sweat equity shares means such equity shares as are issued by a company to its directors, employees at a discount or for consideration other than cash, for providing their known or making available rights in the nature of intellectual property rights or value addition, whatever name called. Section 2, subsection 89, total voting power. Total voting power in relation to any matter means the total matter of votes which be cast in regard to that matter on a poll at a meeting of a company if all the members that or their proxies having a right to vote on the matter are present at the meeting and cast votes. Rupees 2, subsection 19, tribunal. Tribunal means the National Company Law Tribunal constituted under section 408. Section 2, subsection 91, turnover. Turnover means the gross amount of revenue recognized in the profit and loss account, the sale, supply or distribution of goods or on account of services rendered or both company during a financial year. Section 2, subsection 92, unlimited company. Unlimited company means a company not having any limit on the liability of its member. Section 2, subsection 93, voting right. Voting right means the right of a member of a company to vote in any meeting of company or by means of postal ballot. Section 2, subsection 94, whole-time director. Whole-time director includes director in the whole-time employment of the company. Section 2, subsection 94A, winding up. Winding up means winding up under this act or liquidation under the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 as applicable. Section 2, subsection 95, miscellaneous. Words and expressions used and not defined in this act but defined in the Securities Contracts Regulation Act 1956 or the Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1992 or the Depositors Act 1996 shall have the meanings respectively assigned to them in those acts. Thank you.